On a brisk January afternoon in Washington, D.C., President Donald Trump signed an executive order aimed at positioning the United States as a dominant force in the global cryptocurrency market. The order outlined his administration's commitment to advancing digital assets and financial technology, a move intended to solidify the country's leadership in the burgeoning crypto space. A key aspect of Trump's campaign promise was the establishment of a strategic national Bitcoin stockpile. While the executive order marked progress toward that goal, the wording left room for interpretation, raising questions about its feasibility and scope. The text referred to the potential creation and maintenance of a national digital asset stockpile, a phrase that introduced ambiguity. Instead of focusing exclusively on Bitcoin, the language encompassed a broader category of digital assets, sparking speculation about the administration's intentions. The document also suggested that such a stockpile could be built from cryptocurrencies already in the government's possession, acquired through enforcement actions, rather than through active purchasing strategies similar to the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Analysts noted that this approach could limit the stockpile's impact. Alex Thorne, head of research at Galaxy Digital, highlighted that the phrasing implied the government might simply hold existing assets without actively acquiring more. According to his analysis, any stockpile would likely consist predominantly of Bitcoin, given its prominence in the crypto market. Despite this step forward, some industry experts expressed skepticism about the possibility of a fully realized Bitcoin reserve. Nick Carter, a partner at Castle Island Ventures, suggested that establishing a strategic Bitcoin reserve would require legislative approval, a challenge given the current political climate. Prediction markets reflected this uncertainty, with the likelihood of a U.S. Bitcoin reserve falling from 76% to 61% following the executive order's release. While questions remain about the Bitcoin stockpile, the executive order introduced other measures that were widely celebrated by the crypto industry. One of the most significant developments was the promise of regulatory clarity. For years, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, had taken an enforcement-first approach to crypto regulation, creating hurdles for innovation and frustrating industry leaders. The executive order signaled a shift in this approach by establishing a working group to develop clear guidelines and foster growth in the digital asset sector. This policy shift produced immediate results. Following the executive order, the SEC rescinded a controversial accounting rule, known as Staff Accounting Bulletin Number 121, which had effectively prevented traditional financial institutions from acting as custodians for Bitcoin. The rule had been widely criticized for stifling innovation and driving crypto-related business overseas. Lawmakers like Senator Cynthia Lummis applauded the change, describing the rule as a barrier to American leadership in digital assets. The executive order also addressed the broader need for a coordinated and strategic approach to crypto policy. Peter Van Valkenburg, executive director of Coin Center, emphasized that the order focused on creating the right processes and teams to enhance regulatory frameworks. This development was seen as a step toward fostering a more robust and competitive digital asset market within the United States. Despite lingering uncertainties, the executive order marked a turning point in the U.S. government's relationship with cryptocurrency. By prioritizing innovation, regulatory clarity, and international competitiveness, the Trump administration signaled its intent to lead in the evolving world of digital finance. The journey toward a comprehensive national strategy for cryptocurrency remains complex, but this move represents a significant step forward in shaping the future of the industry.